So I'll talk to my webmaster in our office.
Yeah, we usually do put up special events. Coffees, we haven't posted so much because we started running into 100 and 200 people at coffees.
I saw that in
so
09.
we concentrate them and try to... So this is a pleasant surprise, and hopefully we can start doing more of that again. But.
And he had this advertised on TV.
He was on the noon show yesterday, and they ran it on the community calendar. They mentioned it.
I just heard
We usually send a postcard just to the area around the coffee shop.
It's an opportunity to sit down and talk
That's why we travel.
in small groups. I think people are a lot more willing to have good discussions in a setting like this than
if I saw when there was
show up
something
to a
closer, I
regular
would have
town hall
waited.
where you get to ask maybe one
We're coming back to Charleston.
question.
Oh yeah?
So we're gonna do. We were just in time. So
more
now we're gonna do
in-depth
the
feedback.
sizzling skillet.
Skillet.
It might be the Friday or Memorial Week. He might be doing lunch there before business.
Yeah, I mean it's. Have you ever been in there?
Where's that?
Sizzling Skillet. I mean it's a great place, but it's small.
I think you've eaten there maybe with Mayor Grosser. It's right on Main Street.
Okay. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
We
Maybe I
usually
just
go
have.
to
You've been to the
Maria's.
sizzling skillet, haven't you?
Oh, for lunch on Friday?
Have you been to the sizzling?
That's bigger. I mean, Sizzling Skillet, 5 seats. Maybe 25, 30. Good food though.
Yeah. No, I know the family that owns Maria's. Kind of dated their daughter. And back in the day, we went out a couple times, but it was more just as friends. But they were dates, kind of.
Kind of officially.
It's funny because she ended up marrying the guy that was my next door neighbor.
I'm sorry.
So we still hang out in the same crowd. So I like eating at places where I know the owners.
Oh yeah.
How's everybody doing on drinks?
A little more coffee before I hit the road.
Before you get parade?
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll warm up a little before the parade.
My goodness, that's what I get from missing the weather last night and looking out the window and seeing how beautiful it looked out. On a short sleeve, walk out. Oh my
Yeah, it usually gets hot on the flat road, but it'll feel good today probably.
The Florence Day Parade will be in that.
I was wondering, I saw some getting ready for it.
Yeah.
Not until 1 though.
I'm good.
That'll be the last one.
Yeah, we got a lot.
But it's like a high of 60 for up the wall here pretty soon.
But it'll feel like 61.
Yeah.
I feel like 61.
It's gotta be nicer than yesterday with the wind.
Oh.
The wind dying down.
I'm good, thanks.
There's a trap meet? Trap. No, I bet there was some wind aided. Yeah, there was a tree in our neighborhood, big old branch, huge branch, fell off or was blown off. I would have to think that voters in Ralston, it'd be easier to sell a stadium if you've got a lockdown town.
We haven't had any negative comments about it.
Really?
I mean, even from the people that were very outspoken on the apartment development down there. I mean, those people that back up to the old golf course are just ranting and raving about it.
Where will it go?
Where the old golf course was.
Oh, the Lake
next to
View
72nd.
Club.
Second
The Omaha State, the women's football play in Ralston too, don't they? At the high school? The new women's football team. I think they play at the high school. You can put them in the arena too.
Yeah, they're looking at. I mean, they're talking. They're not limiting their vision. I mean, they're talking to the Beef and to the Lancers and to different hockey associations, the kids hockey association. I guess I didn't realize what a demand for ice was in
Oh,
Omaha.
yeah.
High key.
I mean, when you have when you have groups booking ice time at 2:30 and 3 o'clock in the morning, 'cause that's the only time they can get on. And this will have 2 sheets of ice, and it'll be, and the nice thing about it is it's not competing with anybody. I mean, it's not competing with the Quest, and with the turnback tax law not going into effect, there's no way we would have even gone forward.
Yeah.
Because the LB 779, what it says is that we can go out 600 yards from the arena. Anything built 2 years prior to or 2 years after, the state portion of the sales tax goes back to 70% goes back to the entity to pay off the bond. But it doesn't affect the city sales tax, and we can go over into Omaha. The 600 yards isn't just a guess, so it's going to capture where Menards plan to go and things like that. So,
Interesting.
but we're excited because it'll be built just in time for the 100-year anniversary in 2012.
100 years. Not being annexed.
That's right.
See how long that lasts?
No, there's always been a gentleman's agreement not to annex.
I think they looked at it briefly until they found out that all the fire department's equipment doesn't belong to the city; it belongs to the fire corporation. So if they came in, all that equipment would. I mean, you're talking
Really, everything?
$1.5 million worth of fire equipment would. Where Elkhorn, when they annexed Elkhorn, that was Elkhorn's fire department, so the city owned it. So when they annexed them, they got all the equipment.
Wow.
So.
Very interesting.
And our bond debt's pretty high, so they don't want that either.
I've never looked into it when I was on the city council, but I was always just, why hasn't any mayor gone after Walton? They just said, well, there's an agreement not to, plus the finances don't work out.
And we're not a threat to Omaha. I mean, they've gone around us.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not like you're going to expand into a metropolitan class city. You're trapped.
The best we could hope for is Troll Creek, and their debt as an SID is even higher than Odell.
Wow.
No, I think Mayor Settle has enough other distractions on his plate to come after us.
Yes.
We'll see him hurdle that budget shortfall first, and then
Yeah, that's pretty tough budget. 12 million now.
The problem is that just like at the federal level, there's no easy answer.
What's up?
not so much.
Chair.
What's on, Jim?
Pull up a chair.
Hannah, how are you?
Doing well. How are you?
I'll be right back. This is Steve from
Hi, Ethan.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Kevin. Molly. Nice to meet you.
Well, let me ask you one last question.
Sure.
Fiscally, as far as our total debt, when are we going to reach crisis debt to where we literally can't do anything else, where we're having trouble even sustaining our interest payments, being able to keep up with some of the stuff that we're trying to do now? Because it seems like, like if I had, 20 credit cards for $10,000 each on them, I wouldn't be able to afford the monthly payments, my mortgage and this and that. And I kind of feel like that's how the federal budget is, and we've got so much outstanding. Where are you at with that?
Yeah,